Galimera, Galimera, Galimera. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we today? Well, as you can see, the weather today is a bit like yesterday. It's lovely, but it's not as windy and it's not as cold as it was yesterday. So that's a bonus. Although I've got to be honest, I have put a jacket on because it is a little bit nippy, but not as bad as yesterday. Anyway, that's what it looks like today. Clear blue skies over the hills with just a wisp of cloud looking down towards Kerry and also Amber Lockerbie. So I think today we might be in for a lovely day. Just yesterday we had a power cut, and you're not going to believe it. We had another power cut this morning, and I thought, oh, here we go again. But however, the power has now been restored, which is good. And coming over to the other side of the house, actually in the sun, absolutely glorious. Oh, nice and warm as always when you're in the sun. As you can see, we had rain last night, quite a bit of rain actually. We had a very, very miserable day yesterday. The ferries got cancelled yesterday as well. They should be sailing again today, but you know the weather's bad when the ferries don't sail, that's for sure. So here we are. What a glorious morning. I'd like to say hello to Steve Hinkling in Stoke-on-Trent. Have you still got the snow there, Steve? Also, Shane Bowen is also tuning in as well. Nice to see you there. And there's a little friend down there. This is Domino. Hello, fella. How you doing? Yeah, you all right? Let's have a look at you. Let's have a look at your little Paulie that you've got. Oh, no, he's not having that. Anyway, Steve says, Galimera, no blue skies here. Wet and miserable day for a change. Well, you've had your snow, so now you've got to have what comes with the snow is the slush and the pain of the rain. There you go, an old saying of my mother, that was. Anyway, right, let's have a look at the news for today, because as you can imagine, there's been a lot going on actually here. And I'll give you the stats first for COVID. We have had a spike, I've got to be honest, but not by much. Anyway, it's the 28th of Jan today. It's a Thursday again, whereas the week gone. COVID in the last 24 hours. Now, there were 858 new infections recorded across the country yesterday. That is up from the day before, where we had 842. That now brings the grand total of infections since the pandemic started to 154,803, of which 52% of those are male who have contracted that. Now, there were 11 identified cases at entries into the country. However, that is down from the 20 of the day before. As for deaths, I'm afraid deaths have gone up. That the death rate, the new number of deaths is 32 new deaths, and that is up from 21 on my last broadcast, bringing the grand total of deaths to 5,724, of which the average age of people passing was 79 years of age. It's got to be remembered that 95.4% of those had underlying health problems or were over the age of 70, and the average daily death rate in Greece before the pandemic would be normally around about 329 deaths a day. And that was the average rate for daily rate for 2019. Anyway, at the moment, critical cases are actually down at the moment across Greece in the ICUs. Critical cases at the moment are 274. Which was down from 283 on my last report. So there's 194 males in ICUs and 80 females in ICUs across the country at the moment. Now, the average age of those people is 68 years of age, and 86.5% of them have underlying health issues or are over the age of 70 years. Now, we've had another case of coronavirus here on the island, a 15-year-old student. He's the latest confirmed case, which is furthering increasing the list of positive cases on the island, which now stands at around about 27 positive cases since the start of the year. Now, the 15-year-old went to hospital with a fever, was immediately tested and found to be positive using molecular test. Anyway, the process now has begun of tracking his contacts from the previous days, and the 15-year-old was actually sent home to self-quarantine for 14 days. Now, it's interesting, because he's 15 years of age, that means he would be a high school student. The high schools are supposed to reopen on the 1st of February at the moment. However, it will be interesting to see what will happen because of this sort of increase in coronaviruses that we're having here on the island. Anyway, there was the image of Zakynthos at the moment, according to the local press, is not good within the last 24 hours. The regional office yesterday had a teleconference with all of the Ionian Islands about the situation and the possibility of emergency measures not being ruled out. So we'll have to wait and see how that proceeds. Anyway, as I said before, Zakynthos has had approximately about 27 new cases since the beginning of the year, and 9 new cases just in the last 24 hours or so as well. So once again, we'll see what happens. We'll also see if the schools will reopen on the 1st of February that they were supposed to. And also the worrying thing at the moment is that younger people are being affected by the virus now, which wasn't happening before. So whether that is we're getting the new strain here or not, I don't know. But we'll keep our eyes and ears open on that for you. Anyway, there was a house fire yesterday in Pigadakia. The fire department of Zakynthos obviously turned out, immediately went to the rescue and managed to extinguish the fire. Anyway, according to information, the fire started in the upper floor of the house and spread through, causing damage to the roof. Some very dramatic pictures on Irizita News if you want to look at those. Anyway, some residents managed to start fighting the fire before the fire brigade turned up, and then the fire was quickly brought under control. Not sure whether it might have been a chimney fire from one of your stoves, although you could see the outlet of a flume in the pictures. But anyway, looking at the firemen on the roof putting the fire out, once again, just be very careful if you do have chimneys and you are using wood-burning stoves. And also, if you're using a normal fireplace, that your chimney is not blocked, all right? Chimney fires are quite a common occurrence. It's not the first one, but I think it's the first one of this year, actually, to be honest. Anyway, some positive news. Hey, the Germans are coming, yeah. Some positive news. Tourism here on Zakynthos, Kefalonia, Lefkada and Corfu, the German airline Condor Airlines. Yep, they used to be part of Thomas Cook, if you remember, but they were saved. Anyway, they have now planned dozens of flights from various German airports to the Ionian Islands. Anyway, a detailed programme has been published in the local press. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm just going to give you the potted outline of what's happening. Anyway, there's going to be 6 flights a week coming here to Zakynthos from May, of all times. Coming from Munich, Dusseldorf, Frankfurt and Hamburg. Anyway, Corfu is going to get 15 flights a week, and they get a couple of extra airports at Leipzig and Dusseldorf. There's going to be 9 flights a week to Lefkada, and there's also going to be 1 flight a week to Kefalonia, and that one's going to come from Munich. So there you go, Kefalonia. You get Munich, but we get all... Oh, no, we still get Munich as well. So there you go. So the Germans are coming at least. Now, to put it into perspective, the Germans have never been the big demographic here on the island. They're the big demographic across the rest of Greece, but for Zakynthos, who always does everything differently to the rest of Greece, the Germans were very, very low down on the amount of arrivals. I think the Austrians had more than the Germans did. So it is interesting to see that the Germans are now starting to come to Zakynthos, and also they're one of the first countries, apart from Jet2, the British company, to say, yeah, we have got May in our sights at the moment. So we'll see if that is going to happen. But anyway, that is good, positive news at least. Something we say, you want to come to Zakynthos via Germany? There's another route for you if it all goes weird with Boris back in the UK. Anyway. And finally, some other good news. I don't know whether it is good news, actually. I'm not really that au fait on my football. But anyway, former Manchester United midfielder Shinji Kagawa has signed up with Thessaloniki club PAOK on Wednesday. Yeah, the Japan international signed an 18-month contract with the club, which won Greece's title in 2019, which is the first time that they'd won it since the mid-1980s. Anyway, Kagawa has scored 31 goals in 97 appearances as an attacking midfielder for Japan. I think he scored about 57 goals in his career with Manchester United, and he's also been a regular in the national team of Japan from 2014 and the 2018 World Cup tournaments. Anyway, PAOK is currently 4th place in the 14-team Greek league with 36 points, with Olympiacos, I know Dennis will love this, at Magdalena's, leading with 48 points. Now, Olympiacos are like the Manchester United of Greece football. There you go. I don't know what you call PAOK, really. Could they be the Newcastle? I'm not sure. But anyway, that is the news I've got for you today. Right, OK, let's have a quick look, see who's tuning in at the moment. Because got a few in this morning, which is nice. Steve Hincklin, I've already said hello to. Give you a wave back. Shane Bowen is also tuning in as well. Nice to see you. Shane Bowen says, good morning, Ginge. Good morning, Shane. Tracy Jones is also watching. Lovely to see you here as well, Tracy, tuning in. Steve Hinklin, he says, Gallimera, Ginge, no blue skies here. Wet and miserable for a change. As always, I thought so. Oh, he did say only the odd traces of snow left. All the pictures of snowmen which Jane and I have been sent over these last few days, we're going to kind of miss them. There you go. Anyway, Helen McHugh, also in Stoke-on-Trent, she's tuning in as well. Give my regards to your good man Keith. I hope he's doing all right. Nice to have you tuning in. Say hello to Steve as well for us. Sue Moore is also watching as well. Nice to see you there. Nick Oldfield is watching as well. Maria Hellsberg is watching as well. I know you put a message on yesterday. I think it was something like -15 in Sweden yesterday. Oh, you must have laughed at us lot over here, freezing. I did actually look at the temperature on my bike yesterday and I was coming back from town, and it said it was 14 degrees, and I thought, God, no, it must be colder than 14 degrees when I was riding my bike yesterday. And I'll tell you a little story about riding a bike yesterday as well. Marie Halberg, I'll give you a wave back. Also, Margaret Miller is watching as well. Nice to see you. Andrew the Fridge Watkins is there from Wales. I bet you it is horrible in Wales today. I have a feeling. Probably not, he's going to tell me. Christine Brown is looking in as well. Nice to see you. Mark Newton Raffridge, buddy, tuning in as well. Nice to see you. George from the Obelix restaurant tuning in as well. Give you a wave back, buddy. Looking forward to when you reopen your doors as well. Mark Stewart is watching as well. Tim Crystal says, morning, buddy. Sent you a private message. I will check that private message when I finish this broadcast, Tim. Steve Hodgson is also tuning in from up there in County Durham. Next time, Steve, you come over here to visit the island, I'll take you down the fire station so you can come and meet some Greek firemen, which I think, knowing what firemen are like, they're like ex-military people. They're always fascinated by what the other teams do. So I'll take you down the fire station one day and introduce you to the guys down there. Anyway, that's it. That's it for people tuning in at the moment. Yeah, just to let you know, yesterday, while I was in town, I did actually get stopped by the police yesterday and actually asked if I'd booked out. And I showed them my phone. I showed them that I'd booked out, and they let me go on my way. So just be aware. And the police were also plain clothes as well, undercover. And he pulled his badge out. He says, I'm from the police. Can you show me your phone? Showed him the phone, looked on it, and he went, OK, on your way, thank you, and going out. So just be aware, the police are out. They are checking people. So make sure you do book out. Make sure you got the correct number on your phone. Number 2 if you're going shopping. Number 1 if you're going for medical treatment. Number 4 if you're going to help a friend, all right? And number 3 if you're going down the police station for any appointment you may have as well. Make sure you've got the right number on your phone when you go out. And don't forget, if you're going out exercising, it's number 6, all right? Anyway, Steve Hodgson says, fantastic, that'd be great, mate. Yeah, we'll take you down the fire station whenever you get over here. Also, as well, just had a message from Maria Hadelberg. She says it's -14 here this morning. Oh, well, it's slightly colder than yesterday then. But anyway, she is in Sweden. And Sweden at the moment doing quite well with the old COVID thing at the moment. I think Sweden took the best advice, all right, of the whole thing. The only thing they didn't do was protect the vulnerable, but they didn't realise at the time. And they're the only country who apologised for not doing it. No other politician anywhere had the bottle to say, sorry, we cocked up a bit, and that, you know. No apologies from Boris, no apologies from Mitsotakis. If anything, they're just exerting more control and more power. Anyway, just to let you know, yesterday's live show went well, absolutely fantastic, no problems with the gear. The new SSD hard drive, my God, it whistles along. And people were tuning in yesterday. Thank you for those people that tuned in. We had a few buffering issues at one point. But anyway, the show is now up online on Mixcloud, all right, where you can watch it either with the pictures. I put a Dropbox on my Facebook page so you can download it and watch the video, cast it to your big TV, enjoy the music, enjoy the video, or you can just listen to it on Mixcloud as an audio broadcast. And I also had some really good news yesterday. My very, very first show for Beats Radio, .co.uk, that actually charted globally in the Electro House chart at number 95, and I was really, really chuffed. Anyway, I've also made my show for Beats Radio that's going to go out at 7 o'clock UK time on Friday, my second show for them, which is Dance Anthem. So I'll be doing a Dance Anthem show on there on Friday nights. Again, it's a pre-recorded show because I can't rely on the internet here where I am. And again, that will go up online once it's been broadcast on Beats Radio, and you can listen to that at your will. It's not a video, it's just an audio. And also as well, today I'm making my first Northern Soul program as well for beatsradio.co.uk. So I'll have one soul show, Northern Soul show, and also a dance anthem show. From one extreme to the other is the best way to describe it. And as I speak now, the police are driving past. Anyway, better go. I'll speak to you again soon. I'll keep my ear to the ground, find out what's going on. And once again, have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra. See you later. Bye.